a 5-drawer chest, so it's 20% heavier. Especially if you have books on it. It's sort of like lifting weights and you didn't really know. But you got the wrong weight.
If you were at home, you women in there who had to keep all the drawers out. They do it anyhow.
Not good.
I think you're volunteering to move.
So this chest was made right here in Colchester, about 1.5 miles from where we are right now. And probably by Samuel Loomis III. And although we only know what he made because of one estate will where he made 34 pieces of furniture for Colonel Jonathan Deming of Colchester, and where we had this incredible house that unfortunately the mothers of Colchester let disappear. But he made great furniture, and this big return on the feet is like his thumbprint. We know that's what he did on some of Deming's furniture. And so although we have never found a Loomis piece sign, he gets attributed a fair amount by this big return. Not every piece of a big return we attribute to him, because he had an apprentice who moved up to Lenox, Massachusetts, and basically imitated exactly what Loomis did. And Calvin Willie. And it's almost exactly what Samuel Loomis made. But there again, this is like a combination of the first chest we saw with very little glue blocks and just this bracket right here that was nailed in as well. So it's sort of like taking two ideas and putting them together on this one chest.
And I think the chances are, so this is actually an interesting chest that shows that kind of cross-pollination of the Connecticut Valley. There's very few oxbow chests with the shaped front in New London County. There was much more in the valley. And these quadrant blocks show that kind of also construction feature that was found in the valley. But the shaping of the base molding and the overlapping joined boards is different. So that's the way it's kind of more traditional in New London County, with this flat bottom board with the base moldings kind of applied to that. Although this front part of it kind of crosses into both worlds because it's wider and has the shaped edge, but this side is just a strip of base mold. So it's kind of an interesting combination. To me, one of the other elements that suggests that it is probably made here in New London County and maybe in Colchester and maybe influenced by a Connecticut Valley maker is that the backboards are made out of butternut. And that's a choice of secondary wood that you really wouldn't find in the valley that you find here in Colchester and in New London County.
Because of availability.
Availability and just choice of the cabinet maker.
Yeah, we do find butternut more in Colchester and Lebanon than almost anywhere.
So it's not like the nails, it's just they were available, it's something for you.
For some reason, the butternut grew here, and it was a nice board to use. They actually use it. The shakers tended to use it in their primary wood. It's a good, clean wood to use.
And this drawer also speaks a lot to the New London County origin of this chest. And has that same shape as the Hartford County chest, but in a very different way to resolve the inside, where the big cutouts were used because the posts of the hardware were a certain length and weren't long enough to go through the full thickness. So they just, instead of cutting the whole inside of the board, they just cut out where the posts of the hardware came through, and then they could get the nuts on the back of the post. And then you also have that flat bottom board that is just straight cut instead of conforming to the inside of the drawer.
So in answer to your earlier question, fronts of drawers were never bent. They used the bending technique for making chairs, Windsor chairs, and other things, but never for the front of the chest. Now I'm going to show you something that is really amazing about New London County. In 1974, the Lyman Allen Museum in New London decided to do a study on New London County furniture. And there was a professor of history, Minor Myers, who came up with his own theory that you could figure out who made furniture by the dovetails. And at the time, that was totally unproven, and people they laughed. They thought it was really foolish to even consider that. Well, we're going to show you this dovetail on this, and there's no mistaking it. That is a Samuel Loomis dovetail. No question about it. And because now we've seen Samuel Loomis's dovetails enough times, they are generally equilateral triangles, made to perfection. You could shave with them. And they are exquisite. And that is a classic Samuel Loomis dovetail. So we are, although this is not signed, in our opinion, in our humble opinion, there's no question that this was made by Samuel Loomis.
And another, before I put this away too, I'll also mention that a really important element of New London County furniture is their use of mixed secondary woods. This bottom board is Eastern White Pine. It's a single board. These drawer sides are made out of tulip poplar. And so you can see on the back of the tulip poplar, you have this kind of two tones of color within the same board, and that's very distinctive, a kind of greenish gray and whitish. That's not a seam or anything, that's just a discoloration. In almost everywhere else throughout New England, if they were going to use a secondary wood of tulip poplar, it was all tulip poplar. Or if they were going to use Eastern White Pine, it was all Eastern White Pine. But this actually has three secondary woods: the butternut backboards, the pine bottom boards, and the tulip poplar drawer sides. And so you find that combination of three different secondary woods in New London County quite often. So I have a kind of thing I like to say: the designs travel pretty easily, but construction techniques and workshops don't travel as easily. So I think it's this design of this oxbow front came to New London County, where this technique and this style and the use of the local woods were put together in a very distinctive fashion.
If we put it away, that's hard to point out where the material going through, where they want to cut out.
Yes.
And that's what so New London County Oxbow, you should expect to see that regardless of the shop.
New London County, you'll see the straight inside where the notches are cut out for the hardware. Yeah.
With the notches cut out.
Sometimes they cut it out. Sometimes what they did is they took their drill and drilled a tiny little hole. Then they took the post and drilled it right in, and it never came out. And we find those brasses, when those are on and put in that manner, they never were taken off, because you have to yank those posts right out of that wood, and that wood is already shrunk right around that post. So that was another way of doing it.
Yeah, so you might not have the cutouts, but you will still have that straight interior edge, as opposed to Hartford County, you have the shaped interior.
Sometimes they did, if they only had to chisel a little bit.